Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Tasmi. I'm from class 2A English Department of Sultan Ageng Tirtayasa University. I would like to deliver the materials I get of food security course in this semester. I hope you are in a good conditions and situation when you watch my video. Hello everyone. Do you think food is really important in our daily life, guys? Of course, I believe all humans will agree that food is a crucial thing in our daily life because we cannot eat without food, we cannot be healthy without food, and we cannot get nutrition without food. That's why we need to learn about food security. Why? In order that we can know how to produce the food and we can know how to keep the food properly. And the first thing that we have to know is about the definition itself. What is the definition of food security? Food security is a condition in which everyone has access to sufficient, safe, and nutritional food. They will get their daily nutritional needs according to their preferences at all times, both physically and economically. The World Health Organization defines three main components of food security. The first is food availability. What is food availability? Food availability is the ability to have a sufficient amount of food for basic needs. It's related to food supply through the process of productions, distributions, and exchange. And the second component is food access. What is that? Food access is the ability to have the resources to obtain the nutritious food economically and physically. Accessibility depends on the amount of income a household earns to buy food or land ownership to grow the food for themselves. And the last is food utilization. What is that? Food utilization is the ability to use food ingredients correctly and proportionately. The presence of parasites and bacteria in food ingredients can reduce the body's ability to obtain nutrients of food. That's why the education of food preparations and nutrition is really important because it can affect the quality of food utilization. There are some aspects of food security. The first is physical aspects. There are 2 points I will explain you. The first is irrigations. One of the ways to increase food security is by developing irrigations. And the background of irrigation is because the farmers need rainwater to irrigate their lands. Water regulation must be done properly, which is expected to avoid crop failures so that food security will increase. And the second aspect is from environments. The first point is climate change. Climate change has caused in a shift in the beginning of the planting season so that it is difficult for farmers to determine when the rainy seasons or dry seasons occurs. And the second point is natural disasters on food security. Natural disasters are one of the environmental aspects that affect the food security. The impacts caused by natural disasters can directly or indirectly affect the food security. And the third aspect is socio-cultural aspect. The example of socio-cultural aspect in the community is mutual cooperations. Mutual cooperations in food supply, which are still valid in rural communities, it can strengthen food security. An example of a local community who still provides their own food is Baduy community. And the fourth is political aspect. Political stability in a country is one of the political aspects that affect food security. If the conditions of politics is stable and efficient, it will give the positive impact on food security. It influences on the pillars of availability, accessibility, and affordability. And the last aspect is law aspects. The function of the existence of law is to guarantee justice and provide protections for human interests. The government makes regulations to maintain food security through laws or constitutions. That's all of my materials that I can give for you. If you found a lot of mistake, I really beg your pardon. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.